After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Places to check. Look at this door. This door is sick. I feel like there's got to be something in here that's pertaining to something, and it's very helpful. Oh my god, what is this? Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Are these like morgue drawers or something? There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. On the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side, there's some kind of weird machine. Wait. I've seen something like this before. That's it. I've seen this kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Yep. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Yeah, that makes the most sense. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of these things lately. Can I look at the shelves? No. Okay, so just this. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. Looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. Yep, okay. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and an alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery. Oh my god. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. Jesus. This is the instruction manual for the fridge? Oh, so, okay. So I guess all of these don't have someone in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's say Junko, what's her name? Sakura, Celeste, Hifumi, Taka, Chihiro, Mondo, and the red-haired dude. The right-hand lights are off. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. Biolab secret has been added to the tree float segment. And about those lights by each slot, I really want to... It looks like it's set up so that when the slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which would mean inside each slot is another one of the victims. That didn't make any sense how I read that, but it's fine. I want to open the thing. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. So I can't open it yet, I guess. Leave the area? Yeah. Okay. I guess I just can't open it. That sucks. I wanted to, like, look and see. Because looking and checking that, I feel like that would give me more insight on, like, possibilities. It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here? Bro, it's gotta be in the lab or something, right? It's gotta be in the biolab. And the fact that I guess I had to do this first, maybe? There are still just 4 chickens left. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more than that. Maybe the body is inside the tool shed. I'd better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in there. There's one other thing. That tarp. A tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. No, not the lawnmower, the tarp. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet. Which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on the corner of the tarp. It says Biolab. Then, this originally came from the Biolab? Oh, okay, sick. Oh man, I should have came here first and then went to the Damn it. Alright, back to the Biolab. Just because I know I'll forget if I don't do that. That's all I really need to check here. Cool. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
I'm so disgusted you want me out of your sight.
No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue.
Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not a single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back my precious time.
Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing.
Nobody's gonna say that.
Master will.
I'm not sure I can disagree with that one.
I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me?
Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so I'm gonna get going. I'll just leave you to your devices in there. That's where I wanted to go.
Hey, Makoto.
Are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in the school have been unlocked, then that one should be open too, right?
But,
Although, I couldn't bring myself to open it.
I mean...
Because it might explode, right? And that really sucks. So, you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. I think she meant it. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Oh wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it and the door opened much easier than I expected. Whoa. There's no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Why is there a hatch on the floor? But also, like, I guess, what is this device? It's like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top, though, like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi would probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean...
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just... or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Hina had already began jabbing away at the control panel.
Huh?
Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was one of the buttons that says Data Center. Data Center. Took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of the room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, it's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably go check it out.
Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. Return to the data center. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Oh yeah. Is that Monokuma? Hey!
Give me all your donuts.
Is that you, Hina?
What? Oh, man.
Busted. How did you know?
Say what?
Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling?
Hello.
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
Guess what I found? A self-destruct button.
Whatever you do, don't push it.
Too bad.
Oh, man. Were you seriously gonna push it?
Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Well, yeah, obviously. I feel like... I don't know.
Well, hey, Makoto, what the heck was that just now?
Monokuma.
Huh?
What do you mean?
What you were controlling just now, it was Monokuma.
Huh?
Monokuma. For real?
Yup, it looks like the panel, it definitely controls Monokuma, which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they definitely were in here. The mastermind had been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. I thought we solved that earlier. I thought we 100% solved that earlier. In other words,
Hey.
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control the Monokuma at the same time. Yeah, see, I thought we solved that earlier. Kyoko's theory was right.
But
But if the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this entire time, right?
I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true,
It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students, and the only people to take a single step inside Hopeseek Academy since the killing game began are those 16 students.
then the mastermind Monokuma's puppeteer really is the 16th student. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? No, there is a way. Because you just solved it.
What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like the face you're making.
Oh, it's nothing.
Okay.
What about you? Is everything okay?
I
Oh,
mean,
well, it's just, this is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something?
I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true.
So, like,
so,
you want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out.
Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to keep going?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God they didn't pull me out. I wanted to check this.
What's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry up and get out of here.
No, what? Oh, man, that's... What? As soon as the data center door was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that?
The door is it just locked on its own.
What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why?
Of course it's locked because the data center is now restricted.
Monokuma?
just a second.
Hey, no fair, you can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like.
Hey.
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving.
Then, that room, they were in there.
Yep.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are. So right now, you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed.
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check out a certain suspicious hatch?
No way. The hatch on the floor?
Too bad, that was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be open from the outside anyway, so whatever.
Oh, man, that's crazy. They really did it. They did the thing.
Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I will be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace! He's gone, but
So,
was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there?
In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure.
Then, when I said we should leave,
Well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left.
you're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body motivated.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone else what we found here. Nice. You've got me all motivated
You
again.
got it.
Alright, I'm out of here. See ya.
Hina took off at a full sprint, and I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. Alright, so next location. And then it's just the second floor, right? This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Makoto, it's you. Oh, Gyakia. There are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. There are trophies and even a shield on display in the case. And the sword that was in my room. How did that get here? The bookshelf seems really well made and it's filled with files and thick books. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, see something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class number 78 student registry? It contains profiles of all of us and
So
Mukuro.
in other words,
Apparently class 78 refers to us. Wait, so when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room,
I see.
that's right, it also mentioned class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there, along with hers,
In other words,
there can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Kisaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way that the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
so in other words,
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of
Interesting.
man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background, an entity floats close, but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. And I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous, despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenro. When she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. The fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe her. She's one of my students after all. But if I decided she's a danger to the other students, I'll be forced to take a reasonable action. Mukuro was part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now, but wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. It would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was?
what?
What's wrong, Makoto? Uh-huh.
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within that file that you have that you should know. Ooh, what is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. A girl who seems to be included as part of our class 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who that girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. And it even lists her vitals, 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean? Wait, is he trying to say there's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Mukuro's profile has been added. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her.
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. Leave the area? Yup. Alright. Now we can go check. Yes. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. This is the second floor of the dorms? Looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. Yeah, holy crap. Oh my god. Oh my god. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not really even a bed anymore, it's just garbage. Nice. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Jeez. Leave the area? Yes. Alright. Realistically, I probably wouldn't have gone in there, honestly, but it seemed like that seemed kind of important. Bathrooms are never important. I'm guessing a locker room, maybe? Yep. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been for the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Are they okay? Can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even gonna bother trying. Okay, let's try this one. I don't think this locker's gonna open. Okay, let's try this one. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, lock. There's a card reader. Okay. It's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean, well, let's just give it a try. Took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader and then, no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Okay, so I guess this is kind of... This room seems kind of useless then. Oh wow, this is a nice room. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has more of an adult atmosphere.
Correct.
Oh, it's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have only one regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? What do you mean, Kyoko? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. I don't think I'm done here quite yet. I meant to hit the other button. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the Ultimate Despair. The PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the Ultimate Despair.
However...
There's not much though. Nothing we could Nothing we don't know already.
In other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
however,
And that's all there is. Not much to it, you see. But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri figure. Oh. But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands
Correct.
on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design or construction defect or something?
so
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on the PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password, and the door should open right up.
However,
But I don't have the clue what the password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough
It's
to go
true.
on. I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think of how much time I wasted on this, jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into? That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there, but maybe for her there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait. There might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Oh, sorry. I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even crossed her mind. Do you mind if I try it? Just to be sure.
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay? You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name, but if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay? In that case, here it goes. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it in. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked.
why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Into the room we go. Oh, a present. Hey, Kyoko. I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. We checked the drawers first. I'd better check out the suspicious present. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should I open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? Do you think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous, but surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem.
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway,
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. Took a deep breath, then took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? What was in the box? It was wrapped up all nice, so I never would have guessed what was inside. Human bones? Just as you thought? How could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That was pretty much the same thing. A dead guy in a box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box. Those bones, that body, that's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So,
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. I'm not reading this again. Whew. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to
in other
assume
words,
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility, but I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties, but was that all there was to it? I gave up on some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak Academy, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Box of bones! This filing cabinet seems like the kind of place you find a clue. I should take a closer look, but I don't think Kyoko would like some stranger like me touching her dad's stuff.
hey,
It's fine, check whatever you want. Are you sure? Okay then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top, but all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
well,
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family's business or legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
now,
If he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. Whew, alright. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. Fuck! Oh, baby Kyoko! Huh? This picture? It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko!
why would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet... to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then, I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must really have cared about her.
Why?
What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Yes, Gon's dad from Hunter x Hunter. He's a piece of Kyoko. Alright, and let's look through this desk. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really wanted to check it out, but I really don't want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey,
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... what is this? It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it. It says, in case of emergency. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it was. Then, I think you're probably
It
right.
would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? But Kyoko,
I
don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Oh, this is perfect. Now I can open the lockers. And maybe this will give me... Because I swear to God, we need to be able to get into those, like, morgue places, man. Like, I feel like we can get into those things, and I'm missing something. Maybe this is a thing that I was missing.
Hey,
Listen, Makoto. Can I ask you a favor? Favor? What is it?
so...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but
Hey,
could you leave?
correct.
Just for a little while. I just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko, don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little. I need
Just a
to
second.
get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about your relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. The picture doesn't change the fact of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right.
Anyway.
I'm sorry. Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Let's open those lockers. Time to open those lockers. Is she really okay? It must have been Kyoko. Bro, I'm losing my mind already. Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. Killed him. The headmaster is dead. I'm not reading this again. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... Dear Lord, the flashbacks are killing me. 15 of us met in the mail hall. Add Monokuma to the mix and you get 16. Maybe they met main hall. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. There were only 9. Oh my god, there were only 9 bodies. Somebody's not dead. There were only 9 bodies. The fingernails they used... Dude, okay. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the one still left alive are me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. There's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. There were 9 bodies in the bio lab. Somebody is still walking around here. Somebody that was dead is still walking around here. So like, there's that body was not legit. Or like it was just reused. And that's why like there's a lot of things happening. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader. That must be how you get it, how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the 2nd floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those. So does that mean, well, let's just give it a try. No, we did that already. No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it. Wait, but what about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. Moi Pai. I took the emergency handbook and ran that across the card reader and... Oh, right. Just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. This locker. Took the emergency... Yeah. Looks like the locker open. Now let's see what we got inside. Nothing. Nothing. Fuck. Wrong locker. Oh, we got something in this one. This thing is practically empty. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook. I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is. There's some writing inside. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. Looks like girls' handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out evenly, like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must be really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. Oh, shit! There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in a communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as the foundation of a new era. This is the only hope that we have. I hope that you'll be able and be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had said to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. Can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. Couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hasn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens the headmaster, my father. Why are we reading it again? What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question marks spinning through my mind just started spinning much faster. What do you have to do exactly? So right now I'm investigating the entire school. So like when I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy and disorganized and scrawled. Despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Okay, now that helps us. So there's 2 despairs, technically. We've kind of already known that. So we're just looking for the final little bit. Nothing important. All right. Last locker. This locker is totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. Yeah, Jesus. There's all kinds of textbooks and notebooks stacked up in no particular order. This looks like my locker in school, not gonna lie. I have to assume whose ever stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw, but the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I may have had evaporated. So this is probably like Hero's locker, or somebody that that's into the spiritual stuff like Hero, because they had that crystal ball and it looks like a lot of like talismans and stuff on the locker. It's Hero's. Okay, let's go. What? There was no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to the school at the same time as the rest of us, and we were all sucked into this evil world. We never even had a chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Locker notebook has been added. Okay, so yeah, it's Hero's stuff. It's a crystal ball. No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. Yeah. Things are clicking. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait, aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? Okay. Yeah. The more I see, the less it makes sense. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to the previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seems like it belongs to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems like it belongs to Kyoko. There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find out, I have to keep moving in the investigation. And I have to believe in everyone. Okay, so we're going to go back to the room that we were just in. Or not?
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your investigation coming along nicely? Well then, since you're all giving it your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Oh, thank God. I thought that was it. I was like, bro, I still don't know what's going on.
For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASAP possible.
What? Now he wants to give us a hint? It's suspicious. There's no doubt about that. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Teleport me. Yes, bitch. Yo, what's up, Hiro? Oh, hey, Hiro. Makoto? Why'd you scream? No reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did, actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What'd he say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hiro, wait! There was no point in trying to stop him. He ran off like a frightened animal. Hiro? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker, but has he been hiding something this whole time?